Hello, cozy winter vibes. I had some hot chocolate this morning because I just wanted something warm in my throat, And I've been very lazy today. Do you ever wake up and say, I'm going to be sick today? If anyone comes to the door, I'm sick. That's why I'm not dressed. That's why I'm not doing anything. But then as the hour goes by and it gets to be closer to noon, I decide I don't want to be sick today. I want to get up and do some stuff. That's what I was today. So I'm up and I'm doing some stuff. Somebody asked if on my cruise when I lost my glasses, was it my purpley blue ones? I don't know if these are purple or blue. But no, I didn't lose them. They match the shirt perfect. If you saw me in person, you would go, oh, she must have bought that shirt to match the glasses. I didn't. I had the shirt last year, it's not my favorite shirt, but I have to wear it. I have to wear all the stack of Christmas shirts, one a day. And this one, I'd be dazzled with diamonds on it. If you were in person, you would see it too. And then you would think, oh, it's not a very becoming style. It's like a sweatshirt style with the band down at the bottom. And when you have a front butt, if that band hits you in the right place, well, rather the wrong place, you look worse than ever. So that's what I look like today, worse than ever. But, we can't be a winner every day. I've decided. And very seldom does a winner happen, but today is not the day for the winner. But it is going to be because I'll tell you what I'm going to do today. Credence and Macy are coming over after school. They're riding the bus here because I haven't seen them for a couple days. And I'm going to drive around. Oh, that's better. I'm going to drive around my whole neighborhood and my subdivision, and they get to jump out and run the bags up to each house, the Christmas goodies that I have for them. So that is going to be a good feeling to get that over with, and that's one more thing off my checklist because, I have a list every day of stuff I have to do and what I have to get done, and all before Christmas. Well, and then I have an after Christmas list also. So, but remember, don't ever get done with all your lists because that means you could just die because you're done. I'm not done yet. I'm not done living. I got to keep living. Okay, now I know a lot of holler people have advent calendars. And I've been watching them open their advent calendars. Do you know what I think of advent calendars? Number one, they're expensive. Number two, every time they open them, most people are disappointed in each little. Have you noticed? Oh, it's not my color, the makeup ones. Oh, I don't usually wear that. It's not my color. And then they open up the candy and, oh, it's not very good chocolate. Or they open up, they're all dumb. I don't understand why people keep buying them every year. Little children can be thrilled with them because they get a piece of candy, they get a little toy, and they're thrilled. But as adults, we're not going to get thrilled by what they're going to give us because we didn't pick it out and we're too particular because we're, mature. So just forego the Advent. If you want to get a child one, that's great. But I think it's a waste of money, and I don't see anybody opening them and getting so thrilled with everything. So that's my advice. I'm back. Guess where I went to blow my nose? This one lady in her comments said, in every video, you touch your nose with your fingers, and you wipe your nose, and you clear your throat, and it's, she's pointing me out. Now, I want to thank her for that because things we do, we don't really realize in our mannerisms and stuff. So now I try not to do that. So if I'm going to blow my nose, if I'm going to touch my nose, I either have a tissue or I pause it. So thank you, whoever that was that told me that. All right, what's next? I'm not criticizing you if you like advent calendars. Go ahead, and if it's worth your money, then do it. I'm just explaining why I don't buy them. I'm too cheap. I'd rather pick out my own stuff. And I think that every gift they give in there is going to be the cheapest thing so they can make the most money selling the advent calendars. You're not ever going to get something that's very expensive and very wonderful. Just my advice. You can thrill little children, but you can't thrill me with that crap. Okay. Now, I got some more Christmas cards. Another. I want to find these cards. Look at how beautiful. They're the diamond art cards. And Teresa Lazadar, Lazader. I don't know. Good thing I'm not a school teacher. I'm going to ask Trevor, how do you pronounce all those names? In VT, is that Vermont? Probably. I don't know what VT. I'm not from the West Coast. You can all tell that. Anyway, she wrote a beautiful card, and I don't want her address to show. And she says she watches me all the time, and she has 3 grandchildren and 3 children. So she has a happy life. And thank you, Teresa. I always wonder why Teresa starts with the TH. Theresa. No, I knew a Tom, and it was spelled Thom. Thom. Why did they have the H there? It should just be T-E, Teresa. Teresa. I don't know. And then she gave these beautiful cards. I love this one. And one for Jamie. And look at how it's like, he loves those animals, remember? So she picked out good ones for us. Teresa, thank you. Okay, then I got an Oh Holy Night card. And it is from Philip and Tamara Noonan. Nonan. You know I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, beautiful card. And she wrote a special letter too. So, thank you very much for that. And then here's another one, a very cute one, from Diane Brown. And the little arms open for a hug. Isn't it cute? I'll be putting them on my wall. Do you see them all back there? I need to go get some more push pins. I tried tape. They just fall down with tape. And then my dream come true. I have never gotten a specialized card. Look at this one. With a 70. Because you know you can buy some of the years. I never got a year card. Then I just look at it and think, what? I'm 70? What happened? I used to think 70 was so old, and I don't feel that old. Birthday, on your 70th birthday, love and be loved, inspire and be inspired, celebrate and be celebrated. That's so nice, and it says a lot more. It's from Shelly Lopez in Colorado. So, and she sent me a little gift card for a birthday present. Thank you, Shelly. That's so kind of you. I'm going to use it wisely. I like to, when somebody gives me money, I like to buy something that I really want. And then I say, the money you gave me, I bought this. This is from you. So I like to do it. I don't want to spend it on gasoline or food. I want to spend it on something memorable. I need to take these downstairs, and because I have enough crap up here. Knocking them over every minute. I like them, though. They're cute. If you could, screws, if you could put this securely, you could hang your rings and stuff from it. But I don't know how to do it securely here. All right. Next, what am I going to talk about? Anyway, thanks for all the wonderful mail. I never got so many Christmas cards in my whole life. I should have started a YouTube channel sooner. Who would have known that I could have been my life fuller and more exciting. All right, our cove heaters are working well, almost too well up here in the bedroom. And some people wanted to know, the electrician, it was $863. That's worth it. For finally, we can leave now and set the thermostat and our pipes won't freeze. Before, we always had Trevor had to come and check to see if our house was too cold and turn the heat on because we didn't have thermostats to set. You had to be here, and that is annoying, to be housebound to guard the heat. Anyway, my blushes might be a little too much today. I'm blushing. Okay. Clearing my throat again. I'll edit that out maybe, because that one lady gets annoyed by it. I have postnasal drip that goes down my throat, and then it makes your cloggy voice. I got these at Ross, and I don't remember how much. It was reasonable, or I wouldn't have bought them. Aren't they beautiful? And I was going to put them in my bathroom. And they come with a clip on here. And there's 6 of them. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Sorry. And you're supposed to put them on your tree. But I don't want to put them on my tree. And they're butterflies. So butterflies can be all year round. They don't have to be just Christmas. I wonder if you could wear them in your hair. Would it be too heavy? Anyway, don't you just love them, crystal? Well, acrylic crystal. So I'm going to put them around because, you know, I love things hanging around all the time and enjoy them all year round, not just at Christmas. I looked at Ross when I went to Emily's in Rock Springs, and they had a lot of Christmas stuff still, but I couldn't make myself buy it because, you know why? Then the thoughts of, after Christmas, I got to find a place to store it, carry it up into the storage room. Look, I'm going to decorate my lamp. Carry it up into the storage room and then let it sit there for 11 months till I get it out again. And then I'm spending all that money. I didn't buy anything Christmassy. I already have a ton of Christmas stuff that I didn't even get out this year. So why would I buy more? So I didn't buy any. I'm not a shopaholic. I want people to know that. They think I am, but I'm not. And I do not like to buy things that I don't need or have a purpose for, or that I don't really, really, really like. So, okay, look, that looks beautiful. I need one more, though. It'll be fine. Let's turn it on to see if it shines through. Ooh, I like it. Should have bought another package. So, and look, a part of me wants to save this silver cardstock paper. Part of me wants to save it because, you know, you can make something out of it. I won't. Organized hoarder. If I put it in my paper stash, then, you know, I'm an organized hoarder. My son calls me that. Okay. Now, so I'm going to deliver those today. That will be off my list. I'm so happy I'll be getting that done. And I mailed all my Christmas presents, money, to my kids. If you're watching, Cameron, Tyson, you'll get them. I gotta brag. I gotta be a braggart about my one son. Well, I can brag about all of them because they're all doing good. But my one son that lives in Michigan, he has his own business, not building houses, but mostly remodeling houses and stuff. He's very good and talented, but they have this group of kids at our church. It's called Seminary, and the high school kids every morning, they go, some schools, it's like here, it's in the school system, but there it's early morning, and they get up early before school, and they go to the church, and they have a church class on the Bible study or whatever. It's very good, and it's very dedicated kids do it, you know. It keeps kids good, and it's a group that they join so that they have friends, and it's all good. But it takes dedication. I went to it all 4 years of high school. My kids did. But anyway, so Tyson volunteered. I don't know how they did it, but sometimes they'll have a breakfast, an early morning breakfast. at 6 in the morning. So Tyson volunteered, and he is making, we call them Swedish pancakes, but they're the crepes that you roll up, you put, and roll them up. And it's mostly eggs and a little bit of flour and milk. But anyway, it was a tradition in my family that's what we had Christmas morning breakfast. And my mother used to make them, and she was so poor that she made this white syrup on them, which we all love. We don't, except Cameron, he never made it. He just used maple syrup. So anyway, you can have anything you want. They also can put whipped cream. And Cameron said in Mexico he had a crepe that it was real thin. You could make them thicker or thinner. And, they're the size of the fry pan. And you got to get your pan the exact right temperature, and then you flip them. But he said the best one he ever had was Nutella, chocolate Nutella stuff spread on it with bananas and then whipped cream on top. I want to try that. But anyway, Tyson volunteered to make them. And I mean, he has to make a lot of them. He's figured about 2 or 3 for each person. And then he multiplied 3 eggs. It's about an egg a person. But anyway, an egg thing. But anyway, he is making them for all of those kids. I'm so proud of him. All my boys could cook because I was a single mom, and I taught him. I taught him girl things. Laundry, cooking, canning. They all know how to do girl things. Do they know how to do boy things? Yes, they do, because they had their Uncle David. And Uncle David was like a dad to my boys and to Shauna, my sister Shauna's boys. She had 4 boys, I had 4 boys. And he would take them hiking and camping and doing all that kind of stuff because he wanted them to have the father figure in their life. And my dad was there too. My dad took them fishing. So they all got to grow up with a father figure. I will pause. Okay, I answered my call. Not a very good call. But if I hadn't answered it, they would have called back because it was important. Today's payday, finally, payday. But I just like payday because I can, one more thing done in the month, I did it out of my way. So that's why I like payday, because then I can, it's not like I'm going to go shopping for anything, because I'm not. Nothing I need. I do have a little bit of a grocery list, but I don't need to do it today. I'll probably wait and do it later because there's nothing I need, which makes me happy. How many times in your life through the years is there you don't need anything? Rarely. And look, I had to turn my fan on because I'm so hot because my cove heater's working so good. We got to regulate it. We got to learn how to, put it in the right place. And my electric blanket still isn't working on my side. And my sisters all go, just flip it. And then don't mention it to Jamie. Good idea. But it didn't solve the problem. I won't do it. But I just have to have 3 blankets on my bed then instead of 2. The problems we have in life really are minimal, aren't they? I have this other electric blanket I could put on. It's ugly, it's rough, it's old. That acrylic kind of old blankets we used to have. And it's ugly color, it's rough, it's horrible. It never breaks, it works all the time. But this one is a nice soft, the new fabric, beautiful gray, beautiful. Why does the pretty ones always have to break? And if I want, I could put that one back on, but it's so ugly. Anyway, I bought it for my RV. And so when we go, in places I could have it in the RV. I did take it once and it was nice. But you don't want it in the summertime. And when you drive to Florida or something, you don't need it. But when we went to Oregon, I did need it. So I still have to make a little white dress for this doll. I'm going to do that today too. My list is getting longer by talking what I'm going to do today. Anyway, okay, I think I've done all my list talking, and now I have some things to do, pay bills online. It's not very hard nowadays online. And I have to get ready for those little children coming. I think I'm ready, but have to think about that and get everything done. And my fingernail broke down to my real fingernail broke. Look how ugly that looks. And this one's not very long either, because this is my right hand. That's what I do things with. And so I hate that. These are all doing good because I need to start using my left hand more so these could grow. Doesn't matter. Nobody's looking at me. When I had my little children growing up, my fingernails were all like this because I had to work so hard, changing diapers. You don't want long fingers changing real cloth diapers in the toilet and everything. And cooking and all the stuff you had to do. And so my fingernails were all raggedy down here to the quick. So, and I remember my mother when I was little, and you know, when you're little, you look at your mom a lot, and she had always just the short fingernails. Then when I got grown, I look, and here she has long, beautiful fingernails. I'm like, what happened? But it was because when she was a mom, she had little short ones. Because you do work, and they break. Except for Carolyn. Carolyn has the toughest nails. Long, beautiful nails. And she doesn't do anything to them. I mean, she paints them now and stuff, but her nails are beautiful. So, but I did find this new product that works wonderful. It's all in Chinese, so I don't even know what brand it is or anything. I can't tell you anything about it. I got it off TikTok. So sorry, but it's better than Orly. I'm talking too much. Okay, have a wonderful Christmas a week before Christmas.